What are you saying, people? Back with a bang. 5 tips to save money. Welcome to today's Financial Friday, guys. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys 5 different tips to help you save money. Now, let's get into them. So the first tip I'm going to give you is budgeting. When it comes to budgeting, if you look at how much you're spending and how much you're bringing in every single week, every single month, even up to a year, your expenses are going to be a lot less because you're going to see how much you're bringing in and you're not just going to spend aimlessly. When you actually write down what you're spending and in comparison to what you're bringing in, you're going to realize, I need to be doing a little bit of this, spending less on here, spending more on here, in regards to something like health or, things that are good for you. And then you're going to cut down things like, spending money on, TV subscriptions or, different things like activities which you don't need to be spending so much money on. If you budget, trust me, it's going to save you so much more money. You guys might not think that's an actual tip to help you save money, but if you actually just start budgeting, just try it a week or a month, and like I said, even up to a year's worth of finances, you're going to realize, this is actually helping me spend money. When you write stuff down, you see it clearly in your face, it's a lot easier to be like, wow, I shouldn't be spending so much money on this. I should be doing this instead. I shouldn't be doing that, this and that. So the first tip is budgeting. Second tip I have for you, living off 40% of your income. Now, what's the reason for this? Well, if you want to become, a six-figure person or a millionaire, a multi-millionaire, whatever, you need to be able to save some money. I'm just talking about saving, but I'm also talking about investing. When you get paid, let's say you get paid $100 a week. I know that's underpaid, but let's say you get paid $100 a week. Every week, take out 40, live off 60. Live off way less than you're actually earning because it's going to help you. It's going to help you save a lot more money, and it's literally going to keep you strict on your spending. And I'm not saying live a frugal life, have spend no money and eat nothing and all of that. I'm just saying live off 60% of your income and save 40% or invest 40% of your income, because it's going to help you cut down your spending and you're still going to be able to survive freely. You're going to be surprised at how well you can live just living off 60% of your income. I know a lot of people think, no, I use like 95% of my income. When you actually try and live off 60% of your income, you're going to realize it's a lot easier than you thought, and also it's actually going to be worth it because, like I said, you're going to be saving a lot of money, and eventually you're going to be able to use that money or for investments or whatever you need to do, maybe a nice holiday, I don't know, whatever you need to do. But if you live off 60% and save 40%, it's going to do you the world of good. The third tip I have for you, thrift shopping. So the reason for this is a lot of people spend money on nicest clothes and nicest shoes, designer outfits. They don't need to. The thing is, if you go thrift shopping, there's a lot of stuff there which you're going to be surprised you actually want, you actually like. And so obviously it makes sense to go and buy that because it's going to be way cheaper. I know it'll be secondhand, but if you give it a good wash, you should be fine. There's nothing wrong with thrift stores. But if you go around and buy, the nicest shirts for $100 from, wherever, in comparison to what you're going to get at a thrift store, it's probably very similar. Even the quality is probably very similar, more times than not. So if you go thrift shopping, you're going to find a lot of things you need, a lot of things you want, a lot of things which are going to be fine for you to live off. You're going to be fine wearing them. A lot of the time, people don't even know things are from thrift shops. I've seen so many people wear things that I'm like, oh, that's nice. Where'd you get that from? Oh yeah, $5 at the thrift shop. It's like, oh, okay, wow. Like, thrift shopping is not as bad as everyone thinks, and it's actually going to help a lot of people who are not in the best financial situation to save money. So 4, living with people. What do I mean with this? The more people you have living somewhere, the less the expenses are. If you can find family to live with, you can probably get it for free or extremely cheap. That's even better. But don't be the guy who wants to rent out a condo, the 27th floor in the city, or, buy their first house because they have a house now, rent out a house, rent out a property, living in this or living in that. Don't be that person, because if you can't keep up with it, obviously it's going to bring you down eventually. Live with people. If you've got a house and you're paying $1,000 a month for rent, get 4 more people and each split it, pay 200, or even you can charge them 250 each, and you can just, you know, be living there pretty much free of charge. But don't try and be the person who, you know, the only person on the title on the home loan, and then you're just there owning the house, because that doesn't work. That's gonna, like I said, it's gonna catch up with you eventually. So find as many people as you can, or, you know, live with as many people as you can for as long as you can for an extremely cheap fee. Like I said, if you can find family members and you just squat there and they're fine with it, definitely do that. It's definitely worth it. The fifth and final tip I have for you guys today: cutting down on food expenses. Now, what do I mean by that? Because I'm not going to tell you, you know, don't feed your body the right nutrients, obviously. But why go out and get a $20 meal? You can get $20 groceries and live off it for, you know, 3-4 days. There's so many groceries you can get, you know, for $2, $3, you know, packs of, you know, even, let's say, snacks, let's say cereal, milk, eggs, you know, all these kind of things you can get for cheap. Why go out and spend $20 on one single meal in a day? That's not even enough to fill you up for the whole day. If you get $20 of groceries, I'm sure you could probably last a week, especially with the amount of different, you know, grocery stores they have, the different food items they have in those shops. You need to be able to cut down your food expenses. I know great food is nice. We want to eat the, you know, the caviar, the lobsters, all of that. But if you're not at that point yet, don't force it. Look, again, like I said, you know, $20, maybe $30, you can live off it for a week. Instead of having one meal in one day, you have 25 meals, you know, in a single period of a week. It's way better to grocery shop than to just go out and buy food. Maybe the taste is not the same, but it's better for you financially. And of course, you know, like I said, every now and then you can go out and, you know, eat here, eat there. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But you need to be able to cut down your food expenses if you want to save money. And eating out to grocery shopping, that's where it starts. Trust me, if you go out and eat one meal, you might be satisfied for a few hours, but later you're going to be hungry again. So you might as well have just, you know, probably eaten that bill. I mean, obviously not the same, but I'm just saying that's how quickly the money goes, just like that. So those are my 5 tips for cutting down on, you know, food spending. Check out yesterday's video if you've not seen it. Be it for tomorrow's video, you know, weekends where winners are made. Be sure to check out my watches online. Keep sharing, subscribing, liking, commenting on these videos, guys. I'm going to see you tomorrow for another video. Peace.